have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
Hey everybody, it's me again, Jazzy. No nonsense, the poet. I love it. I love Billy E. Jones beat. Dun, 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 dun. It just gets you right in the mood. It just liven you right up, for the day. But I want to say once again, welcome to the Billy E. Jones show that airs every Wednesday morning from 10 to 11, and on Sundays from 4 p.m. to 5 on channel 15.2. So make sure y'all tune in on both of those days to Billy E. Jones and Jazzy No Nonsense the Poet today. So I want to say hello to everybody, and I hope everybody has woke up great this morning. It's a great sunshiny day in Detroit. Okay, we got a lot of things on the table. And first off, y'all know y'all seen me last week. So I'm about to give out the numbers for y'all to call back. So I want some feedback on last week on any of the topics that I discussed, about violence in the city. Did anybody sign up for any organizations that I shouted out? Did anybody go volunteer? Did anybody do any of the things that I talked about last week? So call into the show at 313-868-0342. Okay, call in if you got anything else to say. You got anything you want to shout out, you want to shout out to a loved one, you want to get some good energy out there. Call into the show right now and I'm gonna pick up the line. That's right. So today our subject of discussion is marriage. Is marriage and relationships. That's a hot topic, right? Because everybody wants to be loved and everybody wants to have someone to support them. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to talk about marriage today. I want to talk about marriage and, how it's progression, how it is today in 2025 versus how it was like in the 1950s, and what has changed in that gap of time, and why is it a decrease on marriage from the 1950s to today of 2025. Now, I researched some of these things to find out, the stats on marriage, the stats on singles, the stats on widowed people, and the stats on divorce. So I got a little bit of knowledge, and I've been married before and divorced. So I know a little bit about something. I know what not to do in the marriage. That's what I'm going to take y'all on the point of view of the mistakes that I made, in my marriage, so that's where I'm gonna come. And, the positive things that were in my marriage as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think I can talk about this subject, because I have been there. I have been single, and I have been married, and I have been divorced. Okay, so now you learn a little bit of something about Jazzy No Nonsense the Poet. Okay, so today it's been since the COVID, pre-pandemic, marriage was at a, it was at a steady increase. It was at a steady increase, right? And so when the COVID came, it increased. It increased in COVID. It did increase in COVID. Not a lot, but it did. So that told me that in my mind, it said, okay, people got to know one another in COVID. They were at home, eating together, talking together, watching the kids together, and say, oh, we can do this. We can do this, because probably before pre-COVID, everybody was probably running around, taking care of their business, taking care of their errands, trying to keep everything together, trying to keep them bills paid, trying to keep clothes on their back, trying to keep their cars running, all those things of daily life that can bring you stressors. And so I guess when it calmed down in the COVID, everybody connected and said, you know what, I like you. I like you enough to marry you. Because one thing about love, you can love a ton of people. You can love people all day, but if you don't like them, that's a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker is you don't like them because you can love your family, you can love your friends, but do you like them? Do you like them? So if you like and love them, that's a great combination. If you like and love them, So after the pandemic, at the pandemic, the marriage started to backflow to where it was before the pandemic. So people didn't really, they stopped getting married, but they wasn't getting divorced either. They weren't getting divorced either. So it steady at a steady flow of incline right now. It's going up, but it's going up very, very slowly. And I would like anybody to call in at 313-868-0342 and tell me their reasons on why, marriage is not increasing at a more rapid rate than back in the 1950s. Now, in the 1950s, people stayed married to like they were 60. I mean, they stayed married for 60 years. Let's say that, for 60 years. That was like the golden thing to do back in those days, to stay married to your dad, So, and then as we progressed, as we moved further in technology and women, got more rights and women got out more working, they said now that women of today have more choices because they're working women, they're intelligent women, they're doing things themselves. So they're saying that since women don't have to take a lot of stuff no more, they'll easily go and file for divorce, because the stats did say that women are the main initiators of divorce. They are the main initiators of divorce. So that when I read that, I was like, wow. So the men be ready to stick it in there, but the women be like, but I can't, every situation is different. Every situation in every marriage is different. But one thing that I do know is that women mostly initiate divorce, So I want to talk about that. I want to dive into why women are the most initiators of divorce, because I know as a woman, when you leave a household and have to go fend for yourself, and most likely you have the children as well. Most likely you taking the children, as well. So you're going off to fend for yourself. So I know as a woman, for us, intelligent women, now we're not talking about the chicken heads. We talking about intelligent women who get married and are in it for the long haul. So for an intelligent woman to leave a marriage, it has to be a lot of discovery that she's unhappy about what's going on in her life. Because me personally, I believe that I maybe did some things wrong at the end on how I should have ended my marriage. I could have did it better than what I did. But far as the breaking point for me, the breaking point for me was, I was young. I was, not that young, but I think when I got a divorce, I was about, when I separated, I probably was like 40, years old when I separated, because I got married when I was like, 25, 26, something like that. So, the breaking point for me was the lack of concern, the lack of emotional support, the lack of financial support. That was, I was ready to, stick it in there for real. When I got married, I did it for forever. I did it for my children. I did it for the family. I did it mainly too for God, to get right with God. And so and after a period of time of him not tapping in, like 5 years, not tapping in, I tapped out. Being a young woman that I was. And I want to say this to the women as well. When when we're looking to the future and our counterpart is not treating us right, and we're looking ahead to the future, we like, okay, and you at a certain age, because as women we know, our beauty has a ticking time clock, and men are visual creatures. So when we're sitting in that chair of loneliness, of desperation, of what I'ma do, we're saying, look at here though. I know I was like, look, this ain't working for me. And I didn't pray, he ain't tapping in. And I don't want to get old and not be able to catch one again. And if this ain't right, I don't want to get too older and can't, because I want to be married again. I like the institution of marriage, So I have to think about myself, like, what if this don't change? Because it don't seem like it's going to change. And I don't want to be that person who, stays around till I hate you, till it gets to the point of hate. No, you should never stay around that. And a lot of people stay around, for the kids. A lot of people stay around for the kids, like I'm wait till the kids grown. But, one thing that we do know, if we hurting, the kids are hurting. I'm not advocating divorce by no means necessary. But we have to get things right. If we're going to stay in a relationship that's not working for us, we're making children that's going to stay in a relationship that's not working for them. So that's why we got to straighten up our household. That's why we got to straighten up our household to get things right for the next generation can have it together right. And that's the main thing about the whole world, is making the next generation better. Right. So if we don't become better, they can't become better. If we don't make the marriage look good, they not going to want to get married. Because I talk to a lot of young people, and they be like, no, the world is too crazy to get married. The world is too crazy to have kids. But you got to have faith. You know what I'm saying? If we don't have kids, the world would cease to exist. The world would cease to exist. So you won't have no world even to complain about if you don't have any children. Because somebody has to work the land. And these bones get old. So somebody has to work the land. And if you're not having children, nobody is here to work the land. You know what I'm saying? But we going to tap out on marriage for a minute, because I want to talk about some stuff that Jazzy got coming up in the future, and events that y'all can come and celebrate with us. I'll be going to Chicago. We have a Detroit to Chicago fashion fair to bring awareness to human trafficking. That's one of my number one fights in this world, is to fight against human trafficking. And so me and I Said It Management out of Chicago have teamed up to collaborate together to bring this awesome fashion show to you from Chicago. And we have the Black Collar Shuttle Bus by Toya S. Reed. You can find her on Facebook if you want to schedule that bus tour, get you a bus ride anywhere you want to go. She's going to be taking us down there to Chicago. It's going to be great. We got a trillion models to do the thing. We got great singers. We got people from Detroit, designers coming from Detroit to meet up with designers in Chicago to bring more awareness. And also, I can't leave this out. I'll be filming as well, because I'm a filmmaker as well. I'll be filming part 2 of my movie Snatchers. I'll be filming part 2 of my movie Snatchers, a part of it in Chicago. So come on down, call me up if you want to get on that, that bus to Chicago. Call me at 248-508-2094 to get you a ticket and come on and ride with us. The buses, we only hold like 20, 25 people. So we only got a couple of extra spaces on the bus anyway. So if you want to call and get in, you're a black designer, you want to get a part of this movement of human trafficking, put a part of your brand, come on out, come call me right away. Because the days are crunching down. And then also my next event that I have coming up, this is one of the ones that's really prideful to my heart as well. It's called Generation X Family Fun Day. Generation X Family Fun Day, right? So that this day is about connecting glamons papas and nanas together with their grandchildren, creating a village among other grandmas and grandpas. Okay, we meeting up. It's only $20 to register for a full family. We're gonna have tons of fun. I got other counterparts who have teamed up with me to make this happen. We're gonna be out there singing and dancing, have the bounce houses and talking, to our young people, to our grandchildren, connecting, getting our grandchildren to get some to know some of our friends as well, some of their grandkids as well. We just want to make this a family fun day of connection and love and positivity to move the future forward in a positive way. So y'all make sure y'all call Jazzy for that as well at 248-508-2094 to get in on Generation X. I'm a Generation X, baby as well, So, right now, on social media, you will see like Generation X going against, the millennials. And you'll see the difference between how each one of us was raised in each generation. As far as Generation X, which is me, we got that tough skin. Really nothing doesn't bother us because they kicked us outside in the streets and said, stay out there until them street lights come on. Don't you come back in this house unless it wasn't no running in and out the door, slamming the door. It wasn't none of that. Once you were outside, you were outside. But one thing, that's what we have to do. We have to get the kids back outside like we were, because today, as American people, so many children are obese. And back in my day, that was like a no-no to be like overweight and things like that. But one thing that kept our weight down is because we played outside all day. We had all kind of groups, the Jelly Bean group. We rode our skates down the street, And what, I want to give a shout out to the old Detroit. And what some things that's in the past need to come back. Some things in the past, I know they be like, leave the past in the past, but some things in the past need to stay current. A lot of things in the past need to stay current. That's one reason why I was talking about marriage, because marriage in the 1950s lasted for 60 years. And today, marriage is barely making it to 20 years of marriage. People are barely making that 25-year mark on marriage of today. They cutting ties at 10 mark, the 5 mark. What you get married for, if you ain't, marriage ain't easy. Marriage is a job every day. Marriage is a job every single day to keep your partner happy and motivated on each side of the fist, for the man and the woman. The woman got her job and the man got his job. The kids got their job if you got kids. Everybody got a job. Everybody got a job, right? Everybody in the household has a job. And that's one thing that you have to, sit your family down and tell them everybody got a job here. Everybody, as if it's washing dishes and keeping the laundry clean, but everybody has a job. If it's going to school, getting your homework done, and then everybody has a job to keep the family working like a smooth engine. We know we're going to get stuff that comes in our way, but we'll be prepared for that stuff if everything is working according to plan, mostly on the daily basis. So that's what even children have to understand, and parents have to understand, not to sugarcoat stuff with your kids. Tell them about life for real. Don't say, you don't need to know about that. You wouldn't understand. Break it down and make them understand. Make them understand, Tell them about the bills. Tell them why you worried. Tell them. Kids deserve that. They don't deserve just to get your frustration. They need to know why you're frustrated. And maybe they'll bag off. Like, you know what? Mama and daddy, they going through some stuff. Let's go clean up the house. Let's go do this. Let's be quiet. Because we know, but if they don't know you going through nothing, if they don't know you going through nothing, they just gonna act accordingly. Stop calling me. I want to say what's up to all my Facebook friends. That's tuning in. That's tuning in. That's tuning in. I want to say what's up to Tracy. Hey, Tracy, D. You know you one of my number one supporters. Love you, girl. I want to say what's up to Lawrence. Yeah, we got action. Billy O'Near. Billy O'Near. We calling. We got a call right now. Let's take this call. Yes. Hello. Jazzy No Nonsense, the poet. Yes. Who's on the line? Yes, I can hear you. Who's on the line? Good. How you doing, Billy O'Near? It's so great to hear from you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I just want to say you're doing a great thing. I love what you're going for, what you're doing. You know, I'm trying to put out that OCCA, our children's agenda as well. So what you're going for is very beautiful.
Thank you. I want to let everybody know who's on the line. This is Lawrence Billy O'Near, a black designer who custom designed his own gear for the masses, and it is such a great initiative behind his wear. So, Billy O'Near, tell them about your designs and what's your motivation behind those designs.
Well, actually, I'm out here trying to make things happen for the city of Detroit. You know, I started off with We Got Action. Now I'm dealing with All is the D. You know, for everything that's going on and everybody that's going on with designs or anything they got to do with Detroit as well as worldwide. Right now I'm doing some designs as far as with all the teams. And then I'm doing designs as far as Billy O'Near for elegancy or black excellence. So you got Billy O'Near, we got Millie O'Near. You know, as far as the platform is the Billionaire Faculty, which, you know, it gives us some excellence in urban and high society. So other than that, we're trying to move forward with the industry and make things happen for our city and for our culture.
Yes, yes. And so because I know we have talked before in your initiative to change the narrative of the YNs to what?
Oh, we're going to change that YN to YK.
Yes.
We need to make it actually Young Kings. You know, I got a brand that I'm coming out that's with the Young Kings, with all the King, you know, as far as Kinglish. You know, they gave us English, but we put the Kings with it, and we become Kinglish. Kinglish means directing ourselves towards our younger to raise them as being kings and queens and not illiterate, you know, concepts.
Exactly, a great initiative to go along with his brand, Billy O'Near, and my best friend, my cancer and sister, Millie O'Near. Congratulations on y'all wedding neutrals. And that's what this show is about, marriage today. We just want to congratulate you on that. And I just want to, before we go to break, because we about to go to break, I want to say, give us something about the backdrop on marriage life and what made y'all do it and why people should as well.
Well, the thing is, we've been together for a while, but the friendship, as it commenced to get deeper and deeper and closer within our endeavors, as far as relationship, working together. When I come up with a concept, she comes up with a concept. We unite it together. So to get married was to make that bond. Once that bond, we go to that next level. Once we hit that next level, we continue on, and that becomes like legacy for the Zillionaires, the Trillionaires. You know, if she's Millie and I'm Billy, we're gonna make that billionaire faculty. It's not always about money. It's billions and blessings. It's in anything you do. So, you know, don't take the concept as money all the time. It's actually within the wedding of becoming combined and endeavors.
Exactly. Right. Don't think about money all the time and put that on the price of your life. You know, just like they said, you know, everybody got a price, but hey, I ain't got no price. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so don't put, you know, a lot of people put marriage on money, You know, marriage is not about money. It's about a connection. It's about a connection, somebody who supports you through all the good times and the bad times. Because money, one thing about money, it comes and goes. But we about to go to commercial, and thank you, Lawrence and Billy O'Neill.
One more thing.
Oh, yeah, and please give your handles out where they can find you.
Okay, the best marriage you could ever have is to have your relationship with your Father God. No more, no less. You can reach me at Lawrence Jacques Kelly on Facebook, or We Got Action 69 on Instagram. And you can reach me at Billy O'Neill on TikTok. You can inbox me. You can see things I'm doing. And stay in tune and stay in touch. Other than that, we got action. Boom, you've been served.
Boom, you've been served, my baby. That's Lawrence and Billy O'Neill. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out on Facebook. Lawrence Jacques Kelly right there on Instagram, Facebook, Billy O'Neill. That's BILLO apostrophe NARIE. All right, let's go. Go to break, baby. Let's go.
You don't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
Muscles, joints, or feet tired, achy, or distressed? Tried everything? Ringmaster Rubbing Oil is a vintage topical pain reliever, trusted for over 70 years, with a rich formula for the treatment of stubborn aches and pains. Packaged in a glass bottle for purity, our liquid can also be used in warm water for foot soaks and compresses. A little goes a long way. Try our time-tested formula, available in several sizes.
Make a donation to WHBR-TV and receive 2 2-ounce bottles of Ringmaster Rubbing Oil for $25. Call 313-868-6612.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Mattered. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
Arrested? You have the right to remain silent. Everything you say can and will be held against you. Don't talk to the police. Talk to me first, Attorney Warren E. McAlpine from the Action Attorney Center. I know the law and I know your rights. Whether felony, misdemeanor, drug, OWI, domestic violence, or traffic violation, I can help you. Call today, Warren E. McAlpine, 1-888-292-6908.
Clean up on aisle 5. Sounds like my life right now. Just one big mess.
What's going on?
It's my property taxes.
What?
I am behind and I am so worried that I'm gonna lose my house. I can pay some of it, but I can't pay it all at once.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm Eric Sabri, the Wayne County Treasurer. The last thing I want is for anyone to lose their property to tax foreclosure. We have assistance programs to help.
For more information, go to treasurer.waynecounty.com.
We're here to help.
Block time is available. Get yours. Call 313-868-6612. That's 313-868-6612. Executive producer R.J. Watkins. Program director Henry Tyler. 107.5 FM. WGPR HD3. RadioWeCanSee.com.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
And we are back. That beat just gets me going every time. Thank y'all for staying tuned in right now. And y'all know y'all can still call in at 868-0342 if you got anything you want to say about marriage and the decrease or the increase while it's going on. But right now we got a call on the line. Caller, who am I talking to?
It's your girl, the network junkie, which is going to always keep you updated to the latest what's happening. What's happening, Miss Jazzy?
What's up, Miss The Network Junkie is in the building. How we feeling this morning?
I am feeling awesome. No complaints. You already know how we do. I just had to chime in because the topic, okay, you know that roads to marriage ain't no joke. So it's definitely a decline in the marriage, but it's so much that goes along with that. Mm-hmm. It goes through the propaganda of nobody's being faithful anymore. It goes into the economy with, money problems sometimes cause issues in relationships. It goes to people not even honoring marriage anymore. But I feel like we can change that just by bringing love back. So it's something that is definitely fixable, long as we are willing to, stick with family and, take it back to the old days. Sometimes if it's broke, don't fix it. But if it get broke, don't just throw it away. Sometimes you got to work on it a little bit. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. And I love the word that you said, it's fixable. It's
Definitely.
fixable. All these things about marriage and the decline in marriage, it's fixable. All these things are fixable just with the communication. And real authentic communication. So the network junkie, I want my people to know about we support in real life. So what we got going on, girl?
Oh my gosh! Well, I just wanted to come on and give a shout out to Mac Alive. Mac Alive actually has been around for about 35 years, and they got an upcoming rally and parade that's going to be taking place August the 23rd. At 10 to 3, and it's just the whole city's coming out to bring Mac Alive. I'm talking about everybody's coming out. Make sure y'all tell everybody that you can know to be at Mac Alive the 23rd of August. And if you don't know the address, don't worry about it. Just go on and look over to the Network Junkie, da.networkjunkie. All of the information is there. Also, we got a fundraiser to raise funds for the rally, and Coco is actually going to be the host, and it's going to be taking place at Midtown Social. Yes, and Midtown Social is located at 4160 Woodward. Okay, and this is going to be taking place at 6 p.m., 6 to 9. And this is actually August the 8th. So this is the latest event that I just wanted to let everybody know, because I'm going to keep y'all updated to the latest what's happening. So we got Melanie Hearns, we got Jay Bell, and we also got Melvin the Mailman. So come check us out again, August the 8th. Coco is going to be hosting it, and it is a fundraiser to raise funds for the parade. And, again, it's going to be $40 admission. And then we also got some VIP admissions as well. That's $100. Come out and support the neighborhood. Y'all know we support in real life, so I'm looking for y'all to show up.
All right, so give them a little back history on Mac Alive. The people don't know about what Mac Alive is and why this is the 35th anniversary. Give them a little backdrop on Mac Alive.
Now Mac Alive, Miss Alberta Tinsley. I know if y'all don't know, just go Google, because I'm the Blues Clues. I'm only going to leave y'all a little clues, but go look up Alberta Tinsley. She started this about 35 years ago with her sister, Artina Tinsley, and she's the actual director, and she runs Mac Alive. They help returning citizens. They help with youth programs. They help with individuals that have maybe lost people in your life, and you just need some healing. You just need to get it out. So they create them safe spaces. They also have the elders every Thursday. They do health and wellness. Like, it's just a group of amazing individuals that serve in the community in real life. And I got to give them the support. They feed the community. They service the community by making sure that they allow individuals that are returning citizens to get another head in life, So they got a number of different programs that can serve us, even with the individuals that might have substance abuse. They even have that available at Mac Alive. So definitely just go Google Mac Alive, and let's keep Mac Alive. Come out and support. We need you.
Yes, and I want to say something about Mac Alive, because everybody know from the city of Detroit, and people are watching around the world to really give this thing its come up. Mac Alive, the street Mac is on the east side of Detroit, which was like ordained like a bad neighborhood. So Mac Alive came in 35 years ago to change that narrative of the street of Mac and like Bewick. So they've been doing that, and so now they're hosting a parade, everyone, for the community to come in, enjoy, to keep violence down, to keep seniors safe, to keep the children safe. Okay, so make sure y'all be at that parade. It's going to be tons of fun. You know, maybe you can get in on it by tapping into the Network Junkie. Give out your handles, Miss Baby.
Definitely, we are looking for volunteers. Like we say, the parade, we got dancers, we got car shows, we got the floats, we got horses, we got the whole city again coming out, but we're going to be needing some volunteers for that as well. So you can reach me at 313-826-9019. That is a text number, or you can just follow me on social media and get in my inbox. That's DA.networkjunkie, JUNKIEY, because I solely get high off of this in real life. Type in, we need you. Again, they started off their very first parade. It was only like 3 or 4 of them. Now it's hundreds. The whole city is coming out, you know, so let's just make sure we keep Mac alive.
Yes. And I know you got some other stuff that's on the table that we're connected with as well. Let's talk about how people can sign up for this wonderful club called the Loving Life Club on James Cousin at 19960.
Y'all know we loving life in real life, right?
Yeah.
So Daryl has allowed me and Miss Jazzy and Pops to put together some marketing tactics to make sure that you all have the opportunity to join this private club. So we have membership open and available to the public. And for more information, just make sure y'all chime in to Miss Jazzy or Miss Dana, myself, and we'll give you more information on how you can take a part of that. But every other Wednesday, every third Wednesday, I believe, we're doing a tour campaign party. So what we're doing is allowing you to come take a place on the inside. I know y'all done drove past Loving Life many a times, 19960 James Cousins here right off, you know, that lodge. So when y'all see the space, a lot of people are like, I never been in. So all you got to do is tap in, and we're going to have you be able to have a whole tour. It is a place that holds at least about 400 individuals, maybe 100 on the inside, and we got an outside space as well. You can do your wedding there. You can do your movie premiere there. You can do your dinner party, your birthday, your DJ, blast out, whatever you need. We're going to make sure that we provide for you. Again, that is Loving Life. And every second to third Saturday, we're doing a universal birthday celebration. So it's your birthday, and your birthday as well. So for more information, just chime in. And you also can look it up online, Lovin Life, and that's LOVIN. Leave the G out. And then it's lifeclub.net. Excuse me. I'm like, wait a minute. So that's www.lovinlifeclub.net. And you can find out how you can also participate in renting out the space for your next upcoming luxurious event. We here for you.
Let's go. So y'all make sure y'all tap in to the Network Junkie. That's DA.NETWORKJUNKIE. Let's go. Thank you, my baby, for calling in. I love you, girl.
I love you too, and thank you for keep on doing what you doing. You the goat out here, baby. We paying attention. We see you. Even when they say they don't see you, we see you, baby. Keep doing what you're doing. All right,
let's go. That's what I'm saying. We here on the Billy E. Jones Show. That's what I'm saying. You can call in right now. I know y'all got plenty of events coming up that you want to let the world know about. So you better check in at 313-868-0342 and get this free promo while it's popping. Like this melon. But anyway, I want to tell people more about what Jazzy got going on. You know, what she got on. Like I told y'all last week, I am a script writer. And I know a lot of things bumping on Tubi, Pluto, Vizzo. You know, everybody want to get in the film industry today to get them some bucks, to get the streaming in the big way. So you can call Jazzy at 248-508-2094. And I can write you that movie. You don't need Chat GPT. You can call Jazzy. And you ain't, you know, because Chat GPT had you make some crazy stuff, but I get you together on that first draft. You know what I'm saying? I can write about anything, relationships, love, catastrophes in the world, sci-fi, whatever you want to write about, or you already, maybe you just want to buy a script that I already wrote that's for sale. You know what I'm saying? I got some scripts that's already written out that you can buy right now. Call your crew up, get to filming it. It's set in stone. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. I'm right here. If you want to get into that film industry, I can help you all the way along the way. Not only with the writing, I can help you get a crew to film it. I can help you produce it. I can help you direct it as well. So if you want to get into the film industry, call me, follow me on my social media pages, Jazzy No Nonsense the Poet. That's JAZZIE. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it real right here on the Billy E. Jones Show. And we're going to come back to the subject because I got a lot of people tapping in on the Facebook Live. Thank you, Lawrence, for the stars. Thank you for everybody for everything. But we want to tap back in on family life, on family life. Because one thing about family, having a foundation of family, that creates less violence in the world, right? If you got, family, of good family structure, most likely that child is not going to go out there and commit violence. So that's why I'm talking about family and marriage to make the world better. Because back in the 1950s, yes, I'm going to keep on going back to the 1950s, because after that, that's when the decline started. So we got to look back. Sometimes we got to look back in the past and say, what happened? What happened to the household and where we don't trust each other enough to get married again? And a lot, they said it's like 38% of people that are single in the world today, 38%. So you got 62% that's left, that's married, that's divorced, that's widowed, right? So that 38% of single people, it states that people are like in self-preservation mode, even though I think that's kind of weird, but people are like, worried about self, worried about their own finances, worried about, keeping everything, together for themselves, that they don't want to share. They don't want to break the mold of anybody coming in and messing what they done built up, so people are on a defensive, about bringing people into their life because they think that they have built themselves up so much that nobody can penetrate this wall, or you're not good enough to penetrate this wall, or you're not going to come in my life and mess things up, or I got to help you, or I got to compromise my life in any type of way to help you. So I'm going to be in self-preservation mode. Until when? Until when? Because one thing I know about getting old is it get lonely. When you get old, you get lonely. When you at home, sitting alone, because you done made choices in your life, not because you probably been widowed or, things like that, because you didn't trust nobody enough, you didn't open your heart up enough to let anybody in. Now you're old, now your bones aching, now ain't nobody coming by to see you. That's when it counts. But you got to do something now, today, not to be like that tomorrow. So if you all like, I'm against marriage and I don't want no family, I'm in self-preservation. Well, you're going to be self-preservation by yourself. You're going to be in that nursing home by yourself. Ain't nobody come check on you. That's the things that you have to think about. One day you're going to need a ride to the store. You're going to need a ride. Somebody going to need to come pick you up. You ain't going to be able to go to the store by yourself. And that's where family comes in at. And that's where all the good things that you have done in the world comes back to you. That's when you get your karma back, your good karma back, if you do good things. And so when you need people, they just show up. They just show up. You think it, and they show up. And anybody out there know what I'm talking about. People who done good things in the world, and they ask the universe for something, they ask their God for something, it shows up. It shows up in due time. It shows up because you didn't put that energy out there. You didn't put that work out there for it to come back. So when people see you in need, they jump to your rescue. But when you're just all in self-preservation mode, and because everybody becomes in need at some point in their life. in some point in your life, you're going to need someone to really lean on. Right? So put it out there good now while you're young and moving around and vital. One day it ain't going to be like that. Because sometimes I just move. And I be like, oh, what? I ain't even did nothing. I just move my head to the left, and it'll crack. Like, what is that? You know, getting old, you gotta get used to being old. This is one comedian named Mo Easy. That's my man. So he'll get up on that stage and he'll say, hey y'all. He'll say, I ain't never been old before. He'll say, I ain't never been old before. And I don't know if it's all cracked up what y'all saying it is. And I know, because, you know, we ain't never been old before. So these new aches and pains that we get, we shocked ourselves because we used to bumping around. Then Sonny is You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened overnight? That's what I'm saying. You got to be ready. You got to be ready when that goes down in your life. Because it's coming. You better hope it's coming. You better pray it's coming. Because it's coming. So you want to have things set up when them bones get to crack-a-lacking. When them bones get to crack-a-lacking, you want to have somebody on your side to help you move around and laugh about it. Because it's laughable because you still living and you know this is a part of life. And it's just, you know, what else can you do about it but move with it? You know, exercise, try to eat right. You know, what else you going to do? You know, the bones do what they do, you know. You overwork them, you underwork them, whatever. But we back to the subject of marriage in the family life. You know. And if you're going through things, like I said once before, if you're going through things in your household, and if your children is just old enough for you to sit them down and let them know what's going on. We're having some hardships right now, kids. Don't come in here to ask me for no popsicles. Don't come in here to ask me for no Jordans or whatever the kids buy today. I'll let you know when it's back lifted up, and then you can come and beg mommy and daddy for a whole bunch of other crap that you don't need. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to let the kids know what's going on, and maybe they can help y'all. The kids might tap in and be like, Mom, Dad, I'm going to give me a job. I'm gonna do something to help y'all. I'm going to keep the house clean. I ain't going to get on your nerve, and you know, because they don't want y'all to break up. Kids want to stay in a good, loving family foundation. Kids want discipline. You know, that's one thing that's going wrong with the world today is that kids are not being disciplined. I ain't saying beat your child. Nobody ain't talking about that. We talking about discipline, correcting them soon as they do wrong. Soon as they do wrong, correct them, sit it down, wherever you do it. Put them in a corner, make them read a book, make them understand what they did wasn't right. You know, what they did wasn't right. And we gonna go to commercial. Huh? Oh, well, we ain't going to the commercial. We going to keep on talking. We got Timmy Tim in the building doing that engineering. What's up, Timmy Tim? Thank you for looking out for Jazz. We want to always shout out the people who support us, and that's Timmy Timmy in that engineer room at WHPR. Y'all make sure y'all go download that app, WHPRTV.com. All over the world. We all over the world up in this place, and y'all make sure y'all tap in every Wednesday to the Billy E. Jones Show, every Wednesday from 10 to 11, and on Sundays on channel 15.2 from 4 to 5. We keep it live all the way around here on the Billy E. Jones Show, co-hosting with your girl Jazzy No Nonsense, the poet. You know what I'm saying? So, we are here. We want anybody to call in at 313- 868-0342. And I'm going to talk about some more events that I got coming up. Billy, just pop it on the screen because there's so much stuff coming up, I forgot. So we going to pop them fires on the screen and I'm going to talk about it. All right, well, not that one because that already happened, but we want to talk about the Universal Birthday Party at Love and Life Club. Now, Love and Life Club is located at 19960 James Cousin in Detroit, Michigan. Now, every other Saturday, we give a free universal birthday party for everyone. And also, we get you a free flyer as well. So come on down, and even you can join. It's a private club. You can get a membership at the club where you get discounts on reading the club. It's a beautiful space. It's a beautiful space. It has an Airbnb on top. It has canopies in the back, in the yard, and stages, and all kind of great things that you can sign up for, and you can have your private events there all the time. Come in and get your VIP treatment. Okay, so call Jazzy at 248-508-2094 to become a part of that. And there we go. Cancer and Leo party is going on. The Cancer and Leo party is going on. And now we're stepping into the Leo and the Virgo party. Okay, y'all see that? Every second Saturday, we give free parties, universal parties, and I'll make you your own personal flyer to share with your friends. So come and party with us. It's always good energy. It's always a great vibe. It's great food, great drinks. You know, me and the Network Junkie, we host that thing. So come on down. We want to see y'all laugh and in color, my baby. Yes, we do. So. We want to, all right, we're going to reiterate that late summer fashion show, August the 30th, with me and I Said It Management out of Chicago. We need a couple of more black designers to sign up. This fashion show is geared to bring more awareness to human trafficking. Y'all know I'm an advocate for human trafficking, and I want to make sure y'all go check out my movie that's on my YouTube page called Snatchers. And I'm in the middle of making part 2 as well. So go to my YouTube page, and you can go check out my movie Snatchers on my YouTube page. And make sure, I gotta announce that y'all make sure y'all go to Amazon Prime. Everybody got Amazon Prime. And go watch my movie Regrets. Regret, it's that poster with all the black melanated people on it looking fine and gorgeous. Say Regret, biggest day on it. So get that for $1.99 or buy for $4.99. It's going to be a great entertainment to watch. A great life lessons are in that movie as well. And if you want to get you some laughs, y'all go to Amazon Prime. You go to Amazon Prime, and Love and Laughter comedy special produced by me at the historical, lovely St. Regis Hotel. So make sure y'all go check that on Amazon Prime. And $1.99, $4.99 to buy it. Keep you laughing all day long. You need to buy it because when your friends come over, you're going to want to laugh with them too. You need to buy Regret because you're going to want to watch that over and over and over again. You know, and Jazzy want to say, you know, send, you got any donations you can send to her to help her on her journey of this human trafficking, to sponsor on that. You can hit her Cash App, Jazzy No Nonsense the Poet. That's JAZZIE No Nonsense the Poet. And also you can hit my Chime account at my number is 248-508-2094 on my Chime account, you know, because I really do not need a lot of assistance and funding to keep boots on the ground as far as bringing more and more people aware to human trafficking, because it's happening at an alarming rate every day. You got you know, hundreds of kids go missing a day now. It's like insane, you know, how hundreds of kids just vanish off the face of the earth, you know. And I'm just praying for all the children to return home, either however they return home, to return them home and give their parents the closure that they need if they're, you know, however God have them to return home. Thank you for that. So give me some help on that. Because these are children. And make sure y'all tap into that Generation X Family Fun Day, August 17th, $20 for registration fee. You can call me at 248-508-2094. Plus, that $20 is for a family of 4. That's for a family of 4. So we want to just bring all the grandmas and the grandpas and the nanas, everybody together, have a good time with our grandkids, you know, and talk and discuss and get in the circle and huddle and, you know, give a lot of love. I got other counterparts who's working with me on that as well, you know. So, you know, we here at the Billy E. Jones, so we keep it loud, we keep it real all day. Let's talk about it on the Talk Beat Jones Show. And y'all make sure y'all can call in any day, any Wednesday. You can call in at 313-868-0342. Have your stuff ready to go. Have your stuff ready to go. What you want to say to the world. We got the big platform right here for you to say it. You got some minutes to say what you want to say to get your event out. Or you can just come down to the station, get your own show. Get your own show. Get your own show at WHBR TV, and you could be around the world just like Billy E. Jones and Jazzy No Nonsense the Poet, saying what you want to say to the world in a positive manner, of course, because that's what we do at WHBR. Right. So come get your own show. Come get it. Come get it. Come talk to Jazzy. Come see Jazzy in live person. I'll give you some pointers. I ain't never no gatekeeper. All right. So we go. We got a couple of more minutes on the show. Anybody tap in? I just want to give a big shout out to all my people. Number one, I want to give a shout out to God. That's right, for waking me up this morning, get me started on my way, get me here safely. Thank ya. And I want to give a shout out to my family who's going through death right now. We're mourning a family member right now. I want to send all good positive energy out there, and rest in peace to my cousin Terrence Walton. Love you, cuz. And I want to give a shout out to my family, to my daughters, my granddaughters, my mother, my brother. I love y'all. Let's keep this thing together. Let's keep it moving. All right. I want to give a shout out to Gemini, the realest comedian, the network junkie, Tanya S. Reed. Oh, and I want to make sure I give a shout out to my girl, Kat Carter. Kat Carter of Blazing Treat Rentals. Now, this woman right here, she makes some good old all kind of treats and mini pancakes with drizzles on it and Cool Whip and all kind of gourmet food with custom design foods. She had this food she made with a Louis Vuitton sign on it. So y'all check out Kat Carter on Facebook. Check out Blazing Treats Rentals. And I got to shout out my girl Chef Londa. Chef Londa, you talking about a girl who can cook. Oh my God. She got these chickens, she got these wingdings called peach cobbler wingdings. You ain't had it. I know you ain't had it. And she got peach cobbler fried ribs. Lord have mercy. This woman is out of sight. Chef Londa on Facebook. And you can go get her food right in Westland on Hunters Ave. She in a party store called Hunters Ave Monday through Saturday. And she caters. And when I say magnifique. You know what I'm saying? So go check her out. And I want to make sure y'all tap into Billy E. Jones next Wednesday and Sunday. Wednesday, we are here at 10 from 11. Sunday, he's on from 4 to 5. Make sure y'all stay tuned to 15.2. And make sure y'all go download that WHPRTV.com app and follow us on YouTube all day, baby, because we keep it real. Come get your show. Call Jazzy if you need me, 248-508-2094. And we peacing out because we love you. What was I say? What they used to say on Different World? My girl Whitney, relax, relate, release. That's what you got to do in this world. Relax, relate, and release, and quit stressing. Stress kill you. Get your wrinkles on your face.
You have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
Thank you.